Good evening, good evening, good evening. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comments. Good evening. Glad to be here. Super excited. Just let me know if you can hear me, please. Let me know if you can hear me. And let me know where you're connecting from. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Let me know where you're connecting from. Let me know where you're connecting from. If you can hear me, say hello in the comments. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let me be sure you can hear me loud and clear. Let me be sure you can hear me loud and clear. Good evening. How you doing? Hope you're good. Good evening. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello. Hello, Ifeanyi Chuku. Good evening. Please let me know where you're connecting from and let me know if my sound is good. Let me know where you're connecting from and let me know if my sound is good. Please let me know where you're connecting from and let me also know if my sound is good. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'd love to get feedback to know if my sound is good, please. Thank you. I'm ready for today. Let me know where you're connecting from and let me know if my sound is good. I'm sure you guys can hear me. So I'll bring back the music while music. Let me take out the music. So this is one session where we try to this part of our post conference activity connect sessions. So this is one of the things we always do after every year's connect conference, and it's just amazing. This being the second edition, and I'm just super excited and I'm pumped. I'm ready, and I'm sure you're also excited to be here today. So briefly, one of the things I would like us to do is, if you're in the group, you want to send the link to your friend. You want to send the link to your friend to join. Yay! Hello, hello, Ebube. Good to have you here, Ebube. Good to have you here, connecting from the UK. Amazing. Good to have you here. It's always an honor to have you on our live sessions. Thank you so much for being here, Ebube. I hope UK is good and you're doing well as well. So thank you so much for connecting. So one of the things I would like us to quickly do is send the links to your friend. Send the links to your friend for them to be able to join us live. So without wasting our time, I'd just like to give a recap of what we did the other time last week. And last week was on personal reinvention, and we're supposed to have a part two, which I'm going to announce when, right? But we need to follow the schedule for our post conference activity. So I am at the right time. I'm going to announce the time we're going to be having um, the part two of the reinvention series, and the feedback I've been getting so far has been really amazing. Super, 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 super amazing. And Ebube, hello Ebube, good evening. And I can't wait to have part two. Yeah. But for today, hello Chama. Hello Chama, good evening. Good evening. So good to connect here. Thanks so much for being here, Chama. So good to connect with you here too. Please let's send the links to our friends and invite them to join the broadcast, right? And one of the things that we hope and we're sure you're going to get during the course of this post conference activity is that I know a lot of speakers and a lot of things must have gone down during the conference, a lot of things you must have heard, but you don't really know the exact action you need to take. So during the course of this event, during the course of this series, the post conference activity, I'm sure that you will be having the actionable steps you need to take immediately for you to get the result that you want. And for some of you that have been asking questions during the course of this series, I will try to answer your questions. And for the fact that we're having Julius Afalabi today, today I may not like I may likely not be teaching a lot, so I'll give the floor to our guest today to handle the subject and take your questions wherever you have questions, right? But then I need us to be here. I need us to pay attention. I need us to really understand what is going on because one information you have access to can change your life like this. One information you permit yourself to embrace, to learn, to feel sweet can change your life like this, right? And it doesn't matter where you are right now in life. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what you've gone through, right? If you can just permit yourself to become, if you can just permit yourself to learn, if you can permit yourself to say, okay, these are the mistakes I had made over the years. I need to fix it. And this is how exactly I need to fix it with this new knowledge. Your entire life will change, right? So, in 1 minute, just send the link to your friend and make sure that your friends are connected here. We have just some 1 hour to just spend before we call it a day, right? And I'm sure we are really, really, really ready. So if you're ready, just let me know in the comments. I'm ready. If you're ready, just let me know in the comment. I'm ready. I will go straight to it. So if you're ready in the comment, please let me know how ready you are. Hit the comment. Let me know how ready that you are. Let me know how ready you are. Let me know how ready you are. Hello, Choma. Where are you connecting from? Hello, Choma. Where are you connecting from? Hello, Choma. Where are you connecting from? I'm just pumped and I'm ready. Just pumped and I'm ready. This platform, they're trying to, there's something I was supposed to upload here, but it's been stressing me out. So I'll just leave it for maybe next time. So we'll just go straight to it. I don't want to be distracted with what is going on here on this platform, but it's just amazing to be here. So, guys, if you're ready, let me know in the comments. Just type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, emoji, fire, whatever. Just let me know you're ready. Just let me know you are ready. Just let me know you're ready. So, our guest is already in the room. Amazing, amazing, connecting from the city of Lagos. Amazing. I love the energy in Lagos. 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 Ibube is ready. Ibube is ready. Ibube is ready. So before we go straight to it, I would like to formally let us know who our guest is. And how many of you are ready? How many of you are excited that we're having Julius Afolabi today? How many of you are excited that we're having Julius Afolabi today? How many of you are excited that we're having Julius Afolabi today? On the copy I made on social media, I said for the subject that we're having, opportunity magnet, right? There are just a few humans on earth that can fully dissect this subject. And when we had the topic, it was nothing to think about, right? It was just obvious that we're going to bring Julius Afolabi to come and talk to us about opportunity, being an opportunity, and money magnet, right? And a lot of you be asking, okay, what exactly am I supposed to expect? So before we go right there, I'd like to let us know exactly who Mr. Julius Afolabi is today, right? So this is the topic. Oh, sorry. Oh, beep, beep, beep. This is the subject, opportunity and money magnet. How to create your own opportunities and become a magnet for work. Now, Julius Afolabi is a dynamic speaker, value improvement strategist, author, teacher, and premium business and career optimization coach with over 2 decades of combined corporate and entrepreneurial experience. He has become a trusted voice in business transformation, personal development, and leadership excellence. Julius is known for his engaging, practical approach to helping audiences unlock their potential, whether they are business leaders, career professionals, or aspiring entrepreneurs. Julius is a creator of several impactful systems, including the Value for Value Code, SORT framework, and compatibility thinking method, which provide actionable strategies to improve performance, drive revenue, and optimize personal and business growth. right? Julius insights are designed to inspire action, combining his 10 years of experience, corporate expertise in corporation, business development, and transformation with over 17 years of entrepreneurial success. He has worked with business owners, executives, and middle owners and business owners, executives, and middle managers, offering insight that help professionals upskill, and sell their value profitably. Right? His signature programs, such as the Premium Resort Masterclass and Expert Money Blueprint, have equipped many to generate wealth by leveraging their expertise and experiences. In addition, his business acumen, Julius is a passionate advocate for financial literacy. He likes talking about money a lot and business optimization. His millionaire teacher school and regret proof retirement programs are just a few of example of how he helps individuals secure financial independence and long-term success. Right? Julius speaks, Julius speaks from a place of authenticity, grounded in four core areas: fulfillment, finance, faith, future, and family. He's devoted, he's a devoted husband to Linda Afolabi and father. He understands the importance of balancing personal fulfillment and professional achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that we are super, super excited. I'm just super sure that we're super excited. But before I bring him on board, I really know how excited you are. Give me some energy in the comment. Let me know how excited you are. Let me know how excited you are in the comment. Let me know how excited you are. Then I'll bring him up if you are fully ready. Let me know how excited you are. Let me know how excited you are. Ladies and gentlemen, the next face you'll be seeing here right now will be the face of Mr. Julius Afolabi. Mr. Julius Afolabi is somebody that I've been learning from since, I think it's been since 2017 or 2016. And every time I have the opportunity to learn from him, right, it's just a spark, it's just a mind reset for me. And I don't want to keep him to myself. I decided to bring him here because it's important that the things that can change the face of your business, things that can change your life, you can learn it here, right? So I want you to have your notes. I want you to have everything that you need because we are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Julius Afolabi. Hello, sir. Good evening. Glad to have you here. You're on screen. Good evening, sir. You're on screen. You're on screen. Glad to have you here, sir. You're on screen. You're on screen. You're on screen. You're on screen. Super excited to be having you here. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me, please? Thank you. Think your sound. Check if you're muted. I think your sound is out. So if you can hear me, it seems your sound is out. Probably I'm muted. Confirm if you can hear me because I can't hear you.
I can hear you. I
Amazing. I
can
can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Yes. I
Yeah.
can hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for being here. It's an honor to have you always on our platform, and it's just going to be an amazing time. Our theme is opportunities and money magnet: how to create your own wealth, how to create your own opportunity, and become a money magnet. I know that a lot of people have questions, and in the season that we are in the current economy, people are asking some questions and this is not supposed to be an interview. I'm just going to just say something and I'll let you have the floor, right? A lot of people are stuck, frustrated, and a lot of people don't really know exactly what to do. A lot of people that they have skills, they have businesses, people have closed down, people have shut down with like they've shut down their brain. They don't know exactly how to survive, right? But we're here because we understand that you are the man for this job, right? And for whatever it is, opportunities and money magnets, right? How to create your own opportunities and become a magnet for wealth. Thank you so much, sir, for being here. It's an honor again, and the floor is yours. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Joseph. I know that quite a number of people are here. If you can hear me, please confirm that you can hear me
Yes, you're audible.
very
You're
well.
good to go.
If you can hear me,
You're audible.
confirm that you can hear me.
Yes.
All right. Fine. So, all right. Thank you very much, everyone that is here. There's no need for you to be perturbed. about what the situation of the economy is. The truth is that um, your wealth, your well-being, your welfare is not dependent on what is happening in the location where you are. It is totally about your absolute intentionality. Can decide to become a money magnet and decide to create your own opportunities. The truth is that nobody is going to create opportunities for you because everybody is busy creating their own opportunities. So you are the one that has to take responsibility to create your own opportunities. That's the sincere truth about it. And the truth is this: you see, the average um, amount of money that you need to earn in order for you to be comfortable and okay to live the life that you want, to live a life of options, like the famous John Obidi would say, is that you need not less than $32,000 to be enlisted among the top 1% earners in the world. The average top 1% earners in the world earn $32,000 per year. That's just on the average, right? So that means that if you are either at that level or you are lower than that level or you are above that level, right? For you to averagely be comfortable. Imagine that you earn $32,000 per year in Nigeria. Of course, you don't care whether whoever is the president or whatever is happening in your environment or whatever it is. And the truth is that it is not beyond your reach. It's not beyond your skill. It's not beyond your capacity. It's not beyond your expertise. The big question is, do you have the capacity? Can your present capacity build your future dream? That's the big question. Can your present capacity, your present skill, your present mastery attract and create your future dream? The kind of future you expect for yourself. There are some people that have not created, that have not created a picture of the kind of future that they want. So if you have not created that kind of a future, of course, already you can't attract the opportunities that will create it. So there must be three things are very important for you: clarity, a system that will produce the outcome that you are clear about, and then the commitment that will ensure it becomes your experience. Am I clear? I said three things are needed. You've got to be absolutely clear about what exactly you want, the kind of future that you want, the kind of money that you want to win. It's about numbers, it's about clarity, it's about you being able to say with audacity and clarity that I want to earn $150,000 in a year. I want to earn $40,000 in a year. I want to earn $36,000 in a year. You can make it at $6, $24,000 in a year, maybe $2,000 per month. I don't know how old you are, and you want to say, okay, by the time I'm so age, this is the amount I want to earn constantly. I want to build a machine. You know, the last Connect conference was about profit machines, right? And I remember very well that if you followed very well that I defined a profit machine as something that is simple and accessible, scalable, smooth, that has low entry barrier, that can create consistent income for you. That's a profit machine, a simple but profitable approach to create what income, impact, and influence. Do you understand? So that's exactly what we are looking at, and we are saying that it takes not just a smart person but a strategic person, a man who has systems at the back of his mind, a man who is thinking of sustainability and not just immediate what success. Are we together? So if it's the average income for top 1% all over the world is $32,000, the question I'm asking you is that if you are earning $32,000, it means Nigerian economy is not affecting you at all, right? And the good thing about it is that as long as you are online, you have the capacity to be able to attract that amount. It's just a matter of sitting down to find, to examine yourself and find the person that has the money, that somebody that has the problem that you already have the solution for, that is looking for you. Are we together? Somebody that has the problem that you are capable of solving, that is already looking for you but you are not aware of. So you see, so You will not be a money magnet if you are not clear about what exactly you want. You don't have clarity. Number two is that if you are afraid of failing, of course, you will never be able to attract money. If you're afraid of failing, you can't attract money. That's the sincere truth about it. And the truth is that if you have limiting beliefs about money, then you'll not be able to have it. There are lots of people that have scarcity mindset. Do you understand? You have to thrive in the abundance mindset. You have to believe that there's money everywhere for you to be able to spot where the money is and position yourself to attract money. The sincere truth is this, that successful people are not just lucky. They are people who have built skills, positioned themselves in order to become oversubscribed. Do you know what it means that 10 people are looking for you and you have opportunity for two? That's it. If I say, okay, I am the only person that you can learn this particular thing from, and I can only accommodate two people in a month, right? And that problem is such that there are 10 people who are ready and willing to pay for that particular, service, and you have space for two people. Can you see that you are already oversubscribed? That's what it means. But then, how do you position yourself to be able to be seen by the people that are already looking for what you are already? Most of the time, we think that we have to add more knowledge to what we already have. But the peculiar truth is that you don't know how to manufacture demand with what you already have. So you see, we are talking about opportunities. Opportunities are not scarce. Are we committed to searching, to identifying, capturing, and sustaining the opportunity? Most of the time, I say jokingly that three things would rub you in the face of a big opportunity. And I said it's ignorance, incompetence, and irresponsibility. Those three are a triangle that will trap you and keep you on the struggle bus, keep you in the rat race, keep you complaining, keep you looking forward to the economy, to change your situation, where you are the one that is actually supposed to create and design your own economy, in the sense that you are not affected by whatever is happening. If they say the president of Nigeria today has been changed, you are not even aware. It does not concern you because your business is doing absolutely well. You have created a monopoly for yourself. Do you understand? You have created what? A monopoly for yourself. You've been able to tap into what? Discovery beyond display. A lot of people display without discovery. Those are the people that copy without knowing the originality or the blueprint that produced the copy. It's easy to copy anybody, but if you're copy without constructing, you don't have originality. So it's not peculiar to you. We have seen it before. So you cannot be a person of value. You can't attract value if you cannot, with confidence. Today we are in the era of confident competence, right? You see, confidence is what you think you can do. Competence is what you can actually do. So you see it now. So when you merge the two together, what happens is that your audacity, your authority, your credibility, your reliability shoots up. What happens is that your worth in the market is elevated. So it's not riffraffs that looks for you. It's blue chip that call for your attention. Are we together? Yes. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know. So we're talking about
Absolutely.
opportunity and money magnet. So when we say opportunity is, we are saying that um, a particular time. When we say, let me first of all define who a money magnet is. A money magnet is an individual who consistently attracts financial abundance and opportunity. Can you see that? So I have to define money magnets before defining opportunity. Are we together? So when we're saying opportunity is a space, is an allocation for you to convert your intelligence into influence and impact that can attract income. So a money magnet is one who consistently attracts financial abundance and opportunity and has the capacity to convert them into tangible value. Right? So These money magnets have a natural knack to do what? To draw wealth. And when we say wealth, we are talking about physical intelligence, we are talking about spiritual robustness, we are talking about um, um, associative intelligence, we are talking about good network, we are talking about personal assets, we are talking about internal assets, we are talking about external assets, we are talking about associative assets. You belong to a high economic, you have high economic connection. That the circle that you are in is a circle of influence, it's a gold circle where your gold mine is mined into tangible value. Are we together? So you see, so it works, it can work whether you are working in a particular organization, or you are a business person, you are entrepreneur, or you are a skillpreneur, right? It doesn't matter. You can work in an office and be bigger than your office. The era of size is dead, right? An individual can be bigger than its organization. That is, because you are a part of that organization becomes performing because of you. So you become indispensable. Are we together? So you can work in a particular organization and they are unable to discard you. Your contribution is too important to that particular organization. Your relevance, your contribution, your credibility, your your personal brand outside the organization is so powerful that it positions the organization to attract what income. And that's why you find out today big organizations look for influencers, influencers that have the crowd that their own vision is about. So you see now, if Joseph has 200,000 people in YPC, in Young People Connect, and the bank is looking for talent, they will bring him on board because he has what? A bank of the resources that they need in order for their own vision to be realized. So they will come to him and say, we are sponsoring one of your events. Why? Because they want to position themselves in the face of the people that they are desiring to have. Do you get it? Are you with me? So those are opportunities. You have to create opportunity for yourself. And how do you create opportunity for yourself? Have skills that are in demand and be able to manufacture demand. Have skills that are in demand and be able to manufacture demand. Two things. Have what? The skills that are in demand. What are the skills that are in demand today? There are certain skills that will never go out of fashion. For instance, selling. The ability to selling is the ability to communicate value in a way that people are willing to buy without being invited to buy. So you see, selling will never go out of fashion. Ability to negotiate is still part of selling. You sit down in an interview and you are able to communicate your value in a way that the people are considering whether to give you that post or a higher post. I remember I once attended one interview. Somebody will ask me, what gives me the audacity to be able to talk on this subject? I've created opportunity for myself, right? I was working in the bank. I worked in the bank for a decade. And one day I spotted an opportunity within an internal opportunity. They were asking for people to join the operational excellence team. And now the operational excellence team is going to be a few number of people that are going to be responsible for the transformation of the entire bank. So they were looking for 25 young people who is going to carry the transformational initiative, working with McKinsey and Co. to drive the bank towards its goal. So when I saw that opportunity, I was in operations. And I said, this is the kind of opportunity that I want. So if I was not clear about the kind of future that I want, how will I be able to spot that this is the opportunity that can take me to the place that I want to be? Mind you, I was working in the bank. I was not working with the bank. I was working with the bank. I was not working for the bank. I was working with the bank. Those are two different mindsets. Remember, I told you there is the abundance mindset, there is the infinite mindset, right? The infinite mindset is superior to the growth mindset that they taught you. You know of the fixed mindset and the growth mindset, isn't it? There is the infinite mindset that is superior to the growth mindset. The growth mindset is the fact that what I'm able to learn in order to fit myself into the opportunities that are before me. But infinite mindset is the fact that I am able to create a new person. I'm able to reinvent myself to be relevant to the future before it is desired. And I'm able to pick up myself even when everything is down. If I fall down to zero, I can revitalize myself, reinvent myself, and become resourceful enough to be a referral and, I mean, sorted after. That's the infinite mindset. I have the capacity to wait until things work. Right? So you see it. So then I just nearly got married when the opportunity came out. Of course, that should be a problem. But when I went for the interview, I did so well. There were five female on that interview panel, and they asked me that this job will involve you traveling from one location to the other, and you have just gotten married. We don't think this will be suitable. So they said that in the interest, solidarity for women, which you can't blame them for. We don't want your wife to miss you now that you have just gotten married, right? We will not be able to take you on this assignment. But you know what happened? I performed so exceptionally that it was the GM operation that says, and the consultant, the external consultant, that said that guy must be part of the team. Say that guy must be part of the team. You know the way there is a way you display mastery that people ask for you before you even show interest for what they have. So they said that guy must be. So it was the GM operation that requested that I must be part of the team. Because and the Indian guys that were part of that interview said that guy must be on the team. He's so resourceful. So you see, that cannot happen. I have positioned myself like a lord in that area. Do you understand? And that came out of intentionally separating 10% of my salary in personal development. Today, in the personal development space, you need, they say, the average amount that you separate for personal development in order to enter into the echelon of the sorted after is a minimum of $1,500. That means you must separate like $1,500 to invest in yourself to become credible enough to enter into the echelon of the sorted after. A lot of people can't pay for coaching, you can't pay for courses, you can't. Let me tell you the truth. Recently, I did a survey that how many people will prefer to pay $5,000 to undergo a 3 month coaching, right? Or pay for an MBA, an Ivy League MBA. I'm telling you, this survey was passed to high net worth individuals in organization. And the majority of the answer, 79% agree that they will pay $5,000 to go for a 3 month coaching than to go for what? An Ivy League MBA. There are lots of people that have masters in business admin, but have masters over nothing. So if you are in the university today, I will urge you to take apprenticeship in one particular skill, in one area, that when you are graduating, you have mastery in that particular skill and you have a certificate. Are we together? So you see that when you are graduating, you are not graduating with only a certificate. You are graduating with a skill that gets you employed before you think of employment. So you are not entering into the labor market. You are exempted from the labor market. About 600 to 800,000 people graduate every year and join the labor market. Is that the list you want to follow? Go and check what the unemployment statistic is. Is that the statistics you want to fall into? There are people that have employed themselves before they graduate. The certificate is just formality. The certificate is a gate pass. It is their resourcefulness that create opportunity for them beyond their certificate. They use their certificate as a gate pass, but their resourcefulness create a place for them. Their resourcefulness determine the bargain, not even their certificate. I remember emptying my bank account for one guy. One time, I was looking for somebody that was skilled in enterprise development. Right when I was reading this book, Zero to One. right? Where I knew that professors in the university will come and sit down. Entrepreneurs will go and sit down with professors in the university and ask the professor to undertake a research to validate the products they want to put into the market. You see, you don't just throw any product into the market, you validate that particular product before you jump out. That's a way of starting smartly. So you can, in this age, you cannot afford to start and be struggling. You have to start strategically and smartly so that you are making profit from day one. Are we together? So you see it now. So you are either in that category of the top 1% earners, or you are in the miserable ones that are below that particular earning, that keeps complaining on the daily basis, waiting for the government to be better, for their life to be better. I'm telling you, you'll be continuously disappointed. I didn't say you will just be thoroughly disappointed. You will be continuously disappointed, because the truth is that you are, the situation, the economy of Nigeria is not going to get better, because the people that are in position and in power don't have you as one of their priorities. So you see the reason why you have to creatively be rebellious and design your own economy, become an intentional money magnet, decide to create your opportunity, format your own model, and live beyond what the budget of the economy says. To tomorrow morning, one of the, what do you call it, the news, one of the new, the telecommunications, I use telecommunication now, one of the news agencies want me to show up on their exchange program to talk about how the government is going to, how the IMF covenant is affecting government borrowing, and how Nigerians borrowing is going to be implemented tomorrow morning by 9 o'clock. So you can see it, that the the economy is not designed in your favor. So you have to sit down to create your and design your own economy. And the truth is that if you don't do anything about it, don't create a form of ethical monopoly. When I say ethical monopoly, is that you have gained mastery to create a demand around the solution to a particular problem that you have discovered, such that you are able to ask for what you are worth. Are we together? So you see, I've mentioned that the moment you are not clear, you have poor connections, you have poor investment in skills, and you cannot position yourself, you are not ready to be a magnet. Have you observed that when you have a drop of honey on the floor, you don't invite ants? The honey attracts the ants. Now, if scripture says that you are the salt of the earth, but you say if the salt loses its value, it will be trampled upon and it will be of no use to anybody. You know, you can be intelligent and bankrupt because you don't have a strategic model that positions you as a resourceful person to be paid. So you see, opportunities are not scarce. The truth is that, can you identify opportunity when you see it? That's the big question. Can you identify opportunities when you see it? As you are listening to me this night, I want you to, in your notebook, write down 3 to 5 peculiar skills that you have. 3 to 5 peculiar skills that you have. Now, I want you to think of a problem that it can solve, a particular problem that it can solve. Think of the kind of people that have that problem, are willing and ready to pay for it. Right? Think of what? Somebody that is what? Has that problem, that is ready and willing to pay for it. You know, there are people that have problem, but they are not aware of the problem that they have. They are not ready and willing to pay for it. Right? So it is about clarity of your own personal mastery, clarity of the problem that is inevitable for your ideal client. and positioning yourself to attract that particular person, not chasing the person, but attracting the person. That's what makes you a money magnet. You understand? There's a way you format your skill, you present your value, that you don't make noise. People enter your DM by themselves to ask you how you can help them. Are we together? It's a different thing to be chasing customers. It's frustrating to be chasing customers. It is better, it is premium to attract high net worth clients. And it is not about content, it's about context. There is a way you give context to your content, that it will change your audience. Are we together? Are you following me? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, let me know.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
So it's not about content. A lot of people are content creators, but they don't have context that define them, that separates them. Like, if you say that uh, they ask you to introduce yourself, right? And the way you pitch yourself, nobody gravitates towards you to find out more. That means you didn't pitch yourself very well. If there is any place where you find yourself, it's an opportunity to sell yourself. Everywhere you find yourself is an opportunity to sell yourself. Who are you? May I know you in 5 minutes? Let's take for instance, you are you are fortunate to enter into an elevator with Tony Elumelu. How will you sell your skill to him? How can you make him want to meet you again? That means for you to be able to meet him, first of all, you must have thought about meeting a person like him. You must have understood exactly what his major pains and problems are, or what his ambitions are. And you must be able to format what you know in a way that brings transformation to his problem. So you are moving from information to transformation. So if I meet Tony Elimelu today, I know he's an MD over bank. You understand? If you are just a content creator or whatever it is that you are, and you are inside the plane or you are inside the elevator with him, what exactly are you going to tell him to make him want to have a conversation with you again? Without mastery, that is impossible. Without clarity, that is impossible. Without a model, that is impossible. It's impossible. Are we together? So you have to set goals for yourself. One of the rules of being a magnet is to set a goal. Without clarity of the exact goal that you want, and the goal must be smart. The goal must be smart. It must be specific. It must be measured, articulate, attainable. Are we together? It's repeatable. You understand? It is time bound. So imagine telling Tole Emelu, what will it look like if we can reduce your turnover rate, your staff turnover rate by 30% or by 40%? That means you already know what the staff turnover rate is. When we say staff turnover, that the amount of people leaving the organization for one reason or the other, losing their best hands. You know that now, in the now of work, people are no longer working from their own. Remote job is no longer working from home. Some people are working from abroad. It's not working from home. It's working from abroad. There are IT guys. Have you noticed that MTN telecommunications now they are having problems because a lot of the IT people of Japa have relocated into environments that will flourish their intelligence. But if you are so resourceful enough, your organization will still put you on contract. So you will not be working from home. You are working from abroad. Majority of the IT guys are working from abroad. They are not working from home. You are in Nigeria here. You don't have a job. Somebody is abroad working and is doing remote job for a particular his company abroad, his company in Nigeria. So when I'm talking to civil servant, how the hell do you spend 35 years in civil service and leave civil service to retire and go back to the village? You are not a consultant to that particular department or that particular organization. Shame on you. You wasted all your time. What have you exchanged your 35 years for? What have you exchanged? Now, and I'm asking you, you can be in school, you have graduated 4 or 5 years. You have not mastered a particular skill for the last 3, 4, 5 years. What have you exchanged your last 3, 4, 5 years for? Can the last 5 years of your life determine the next 5 years of your life? Calculate the amount of money you earn in the last 5 years and think of the amount of money you need in the next 5 years. Can your present skill secure that? So this is where you begin to know whether you are disadvantaged or you are advantaged. Are we together? So the essence of this particular session is to challenge you. What opportunities can I create? There are opportunities people create for you. You can create opportunities. Some people undervalue. I've said it before that if you want to enter into 7-figure income, think of 2 things. Think of 3 things: specialization, customization, and collaboration. Think of what? Specialization, customization, collaboration. Specialization in the sense that you are not like others. You are not a generalist, you are a specialist. That's why when they go to the hospital, they will say is a specialist in this area. It is not the same way they will pay that person, they will pay the general person. A manager and a messenger, they work in the same organization. Both of them may be graduates, but their pay is not the same. Right? So you specialize. That's why they say you have a niche. But the mistake is that don't tie yourself to a niche. You know, recently I paid for a course. The course is about, I was sharing with Joseph that I recently started a coaching program that costed me about $5,000, $5,000, right? When I entered into that circle, my mind expanded. Some money conversations I could not talk about, I became comfortable to talk about them. Why? Because I entered into a circle. You know, tilapia and shark, they are not mates. Both of them are fish, but they are not mates. They are not mates. Oh. They are not mates. They are not mates. And then the circle where you find yourself determine the extent of your growth. You know, you can be in an environment. A one-eyed person is a lord in the kingdom where a lot of people are blind. He is the only person that have the privilege of one eye, so he's a don there. But when he entered into the colony of people that have 2 eyes, he know he has to up his game. His language will change. Recently, my old Facebook account had close to about 18,000, followers like that, and all of a sudden, one miscreant from Instagram did something funny and it affected my account. And I've been I've been writing appeals for Facebook, and there has been no response. You understand? Now that they have monetized Nigeria, of course they will up their standard. So any small thing they throw you out. Are we together? So I thought to myself, I said, why am I crying over? Why can't I start all over again? That's the infinite mindset that I was talking about. The ability to start, you have the capacity to start all over again when everything is gone. When everything is gone. Say you made 1 billion naira today and you lost everything, right? You have the capacity to start all over again and go to that level. That is the infinite mindset, right? That's the infinite mindset. So the billionaires of our age, they are between the ages of 63. They say the average between the ages. Recently, we started having 40, but the average age of the billionaires that are less than 3,000 in the entire world. is 63 years old. Can you see that now? And majority of them have worked for more than 10, 15, 20 years to get there. But I'm telling you that in this particular dispensation and generation, what it took them 15, 20 years to be able to make, you can make it in 20, in 2, 3 years of what? Clarity, constructive model, and consistency. Committed consistency. You can make it in 2, 3, 5 years. The problem is, can you sustain it beyond the 5 years? So that's what I'm talking about. So if you are in the top 1% earner, you earn average of $32,000 in a year. Divide it by 12. How much is that? Average less than $3,000. If you earn $3,000 in a month, you should be able to pay your bills at least. How much is that? Calculate it like 5 million. Some people, that's their minimum. That is their minimum account balance. There's what they call broke level. Your broke level is different from my broke level. I can say now that when I have 2 million naira, I'm broke. But you, maybe your broke level is 20,000 naira. Both of us are content creators, so but my broke level is what? Is 2 million naira or 20 million naira. Some people, their broke level is 1 billion. When they have 1 billion, they say I'm broke. For you, how much is your broke level? Are we together? So you see, so you start with mastery, you move into the market. When you get into the market is for you to what? Research and know what the problem. Find out what? Underserved market, untapped market. The untapped market, the underserved market, the gap, the money is always in the gap. The money is always what? In the gap. So if you are able to find the gap, you'll be able to make money. 4 people can have headache, but what is causing their headache can be different. The person that communicates to the exact reason why I have headache is the one that will pay. Can you see that now? You see how powerful communication is. Two things that are very powerful for money making is imagination and communication. Imagination and communication. And those two cannot happen without meditation and research. Without meditation and research, it is impossible to have quality imagination and communication. So you must find the untapped market and the underserved market. There is somebody presently doing what you are doing now that is not doing it the way you are doing it. That is not doing it the way premium clients want it to be done. It was when I started this coaching program that I realized that there is a way you'll be writing your content, and the person that wants to pay you more cannot even pay you. Say, no, 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 no. There's a way you show up somewhere, and they look at it that, the person that want to give 10 million naira is looking like a 1 million naira person. You say this guy will run away with our money. He doesn't look it. It's not showing up like somebody that deserves the money want to pay. That's why your social media profile must have some steals that packages you, that you say only a little. When you go to an interview now, as you are talking, they can validate what you are saying from your profile, your social media handles. They can validate what you are saying from as you are talking. They have Googled you, they have gone to LinkedIn and checked your profile. So if you are lying instantly, they will be debugging your lie. The internet makes it possible for you to be debugged instantly. So you see it. Positioning matters a lot. Positioning matters a lot. For you to move, to become a person of value, you must build exceptional skill, in-demand skill. You must have a mindset of service beyond money. You are more interested in what the outcome of the people you are serving than what they are paying you. So, and that's why your goals are smart. I want to help you cut down your expenses by 30% and increase your sales by 50% within 90 days. That looks like a fantastic goal. That looks like what somebody would pay for. Not when you tell somebody that will help you increase your sales. That's too vague. But we say will reduce your cost and will increase your sales. What is happening there within 90 days? It's time bound, it's specific, it's measurable. That means at the end of the day, at the end of 90 days, if they charge you to court, you ask them to bring their numbers. Have you reduced their cost by 30%? Have you increased their sales by 50%? Then the court will discharge you and acquit you. You are able to produce results. That's the meaning of results. That is what it means for your model to be outcome focused. That is what it means for you to be able to charge for what you deserve, for what you are worth. Your worth is in the description of the value that you are making available. So you see it. So you see it. Are we together? I hope this is making some sense to somebody. So you need to set goals. You need to develop core skills. You need to network purposefully.
Purposeful.
Don't just be anywhere. I'm telling you, environment matters a lot. You see, I've been working with Joseph for quite a long time. The last time Joseph came to my house, I said, "You are the only person that when you come to my house, my wife can open the door for you anytime to come in." Why? He's intentional about his relationship. Our relationship is gone beyond mentorship, coaching, sponsor relationship. We have become like a family. If my children will say, "What of Uncle Joseph, Joseph?" That is it. That is what it means. There is nowhere now that I will enter into and they will say, "Oh, I want somebody to do a particular brand," and I say, "I have somebody that can do it." The person will be asking me, "How much should they pay him?" Of course, I will not sell him cheap. You see, because of relationship. So you need assets, you need high value economic connections. You need your asset to be personal, could be relational, could be external. Your online asset should be at a level that magnets the kind of person that you want. You see, I learned something from Frank Kern and Dan Sullivan. They call it the dog whistle approach, such that when I communicate or when I send a post or make a post, the content will identify the person I want to talk to. So that if you are not the kind of person that I want, the moment you start reading 3 or 4 lines, you are already out. You are not the kind of person that I want. I am intentionally divorcing myself from the people that I don't want. So if I'm not clear about the persons that I want, I cannot divorce myself from the people that I don't want. There are people that have crowd but no cream. There are people that have cream but no crowd. There are people that have 3 to 10 clients that give them all the money they need for a year. And there are people that have 1,000, 100,000 followers, but are not making 100,000 naira. There are people that have 2 clients that give them 50, 70,000, 80,000, $100,000. You know, my coach told me that um, he just booked a client that pays him $50,000 for a year, and is going to meet the person only once for 8 hours all through the year. So you meet the person for 2 hours per quarter, right? And the person is paying $50,000. He spends 2 hours per quarter on that client. Check it out. Just check it out. No, I was not surprised because I had read from Anthony Robbins. Anthony Robbins has a $1 million coaching session where he meets with the people 4 times in a year. He meets with them only 4 times, and it's virtual, not physical. He meets with the person 4 times in a year, 2 hours, 4 times, 8 hours, and it's $1 million. How resourceful can somebody's mind be that your 2 hours is sufficient to take somebody that has business in 7 figures through 1 quarter? but there's a strategy to it. When he began to unpack the strategy behind it, you will not be surprised why the people pay. That means somebody is paying what? $250,000 for 2 hours to one person in a quarter. I mean, when I got into that circle, of course, I can't be thinking small. There are places you enter, smallness dies inside you. So that's why I tell somebody that you can, you can, you can, you can go to school, but you need an MSc. You need a mentor. You need a coach. You need a sponsor. Somebody that can speak for you when you are not there. You need a mentor, somebody that can challenge the potential that is in you and guide you through the affairs of life. And a coach can bring out the potentials that is inside you that you are not aware that are present. That's what a coach does for you. So you find somebody. Imagine one of the courses that I saw somewhere that somebody pays $10,000 for is what? How to reduce somebody's pot belly in 21 days. You know, it's a very funny course. Oh. You say people that have pot belly, you want to help them reduce their pot belly so that they can see their toes. The goal is that you will have the ability to be able to see your toes in 21 days, and they're paying $10,000 for it. Just imagine that. Just see how funny that is. It's not that the person is a physiotherapist, oh, but he has mastered how he will help you. The exercise, the diet that you put you onto for 21 days. Your tummy, that means when you stand, you can't see your toe. His goal is just to help you to see your toe. When you stand, you can see your toe. That is all. And you're telling me that there's no money. No money, no money. Go to a bar this night. People are there spending money. People are there spending money. What do people spend money on? I said it that there are businesses that will never die. Any business that has to do with relationship, wealth, basics, they will never die. What to wear, that's why the fashion industry, there are tailors and there are fashion designers. You see now, ordinarily, Hilda Bassi can open a shop, eh, and nobody will branch there and say, what are they doing here? But the moment she did the cookathon and she won Guinness Book of Record, a global what record, what happens? She positioned herself and she now said, okay, I can teach you how to cook what? 100 meals and put it at 35,000 naira only, and 200 people register. Calculate it. How much is that? What did she do? She had to master the cooking first. Take up a challenge to cook for 100 hours. You think it's cheap? The 100, have they not defeated that record? Somebody has already defeated that record. So you see, eh? But the person has not defeated her sales. She positioned herself. She always is there on her profile. That what? She's a Guinness Book of Record holder. Are we together? Right? That particular positioning separates her from the crowd. So she's able to charge. It's not anybody that can invite her now. Her status, her level has changed. Why? Because what? She entered into a particular what? Competition that up-leveled and upcycled her resourcefulness. So I'm asking you now, how are you upcycling your resourcefulness? How are you relocating your wisdom and your skill from areas of low productivity to areas of high productivity? If, let's take for instance, if somebody, there was one guy that he borrowed the camera to attend a senator's wedding, a senator's daughter's wedding, right? He borrowed the camera to attend a senator's daughter's wedding. He covered it. That is, he did it as if they paid him, but they did not pay him. He now created an album and gave it and presented it to the senator as a gift. His own work was superior to the person that they paid. Are we together? Eh? That is freemium that brings premium. By the next time they needed an event, they were looking for him. I mean, he went to borrow the camera. but they had mastery that the market wanted, and he identified a client. You know, there's something called effective demand in economics, right? Effective demand is somebody that is what? That is willing and ready to pay for that thing. Are we together? That is what? Willing and ready to pay is called effective demand. Now, what I'm asking you today is that your services, do they have effective demand? Are you attracting the people that are ready, or complainers? You know, there are products that there are offers that you make that people will look at it and just pass. That's why they used to call it irresistible offer. When they call it irresistible offer, it means that you can't walk past it. And it's not bobo. You can actually generate the result. Do you have the confidence and the competence to generate the result that will make a person come back happily, pay more happily, and tell other people to pay more happily? Are we together? Are we together? So you see
Yeah.
it, opportunities are not scarce. But how committed are we to creating our own opportunity? How committed are you to creating your own monopoly? You know what it means for you to be the only person that can create the result that they want. They say, no, if it is not this person, it cannot be another person. Are we together? So it's very important for you to understand that. So, and you must have financial habits too. You know, uh, the coach.
I think your mic is gone.
Yourself. Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
We're back. We're back.
Can you hear
Please
me
go.
now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I said that there are people that intentionally, do you understand? That you have to, they teach you how to make the money, they teach you how to position yourself. You are taught how to position yourself, reposition yourself to attract the kind of persons that you want. Now, I told you about how I got into the operational excellence team. And when I got into the operational excellence team, now we became, they trained us. I trained with McKinsey and Co. And then I started learning how to consult, right? I learned consulting from inside the place where I was working. Now, while I was working, right, I would spend 2 weeks in a branch to, I mean, to process the transformational initiative within the branch, assess the branch, and then report back, right? So I will have 45 minutes training every morning for 2 weeks for that particular branch. Before, when I get to the branch, I will do what we call pre-implementation survey. After I carry out the transformation initiatives, we will have quick wins. After it, I will have post-implementation survey to be able to know whether there has been a shift from where they used to be to where they presently are and what was responsible for it. Right? So while I went to 25 branches in Nigeria, there are branches that I went into that the managers were asking me, you are talking as if you have been doing this thing for 20 years. Are we together? While I was working on that team, I created a product and launched it to microfinance bank. That was how I earned my first million. My first seven figure came while I was working. Because what? I converted my intelligence into an offer that is ready to be paid for. And I chose a client that can pay for it. Not just that. From my knowledge there, I created a script for the MD of that particular organization that was earning 40 million per month. I'm talking as far back as 2010. So you see, it's not today. From your learning, you can learn a lot of things, but if you are not applying what you learn, you will be as bankrupt as before you learned it. Somebody, one of my clients, one of my students, wanted to launch a program, and he said, "Sir, I don't know how much I'm going to launch this particular program." And I said, "Okay, why don't you carry out a survey and ask the people what you are giving them is what?" That's called validation of an offer. And by the time he went into the market, people were ready to pay 4 times the amount that he was thinking he should be paid. There was a time I attended the course. When I took that course, I paid, was it how much? $97. I left that course because I didn't totally understand it. Then after 2 years, I went back to that course. When I went back to that course, it's just like agriculture. You have bush fallowing, right? Bush fallowing, you allow the ground to what? To regain its fertility. Then you plant again. There is crop rotation. You plant short-rooted crops in 1 year. Then the next year, you plant what? Deep-rooted crops. Do you understand? If you remember your agriculture, that was what played in my head. By the time I was going to apply that thing 2 years after, because I have grown, guess what? They were paying me 4 times the amount that I paid for that. So there are certain things that I'm saying today, you may not get it. Give yourself a little time. When you are about to launch it again, you look at what the offer you presently have. Sit down and look at it. Who is this offer meant for? What is it that will make the person open wallet without thinking? He is convinced from what he has learned from me. That is, there's a way you teach somebody, the person will learn from you. What he learned from you, will go and apply it and generate the money to invest in himself through you. And that's how you continue to scale. Let's take, for instance, that you pay me $3,000 for 90 days or for a year. And within 90 days, you pay me $3,000 or $5,000 for a year's coaching. And within 90 days, you have already made $10,000. By the time I am making an offer for the next level for you of $10,000, what will happen? You will happily pay the $10,000. Why? Because you recovered the money you invested in a shorter period with lesser work. Do you get it? So that's exactly how it works. Can you reduce cost for people? Can you increase their income? Can you reduce their financial stress? Do you understand? Can you make their life better? Can you help them achieve their goals? Those are the areas in which opportunities are locked. What is the better life that this person is looking for? Can I create it? Do I have system and structure in place? Do I have a method of coaching? You know what you're presently doing now. There's a way you cascade it and make it 4 weeks to 6 weeks coaching. That the person that is working in the bank, in oil company, in whatever, where they have the money to pay, will pay you for. Why? Simply because you moved it from normal pedestrian coaching into a premium coaching format. You change the format of the offer, and that is all. You can have better offers, better systems, and then you have premium income. So it begins from personal intelligence, which is called human intelligence, to market intelligence plus artificial intelligence give you scale. You know, ChatGPT is not intelligence. No. Can I tell you the truth? Artificial intelligence is not intelligent. It is depending on your intelligence to be intelligent. So AI does not replace intelligence. AI is just an enhancer of intelligence. That is why it is the prompt that you give to artificial intelligence that determines what it vomits for you. So both of us can have AI. And my own intelligence, what I will tell it to do for me, will make people to pay me better than they pay you. Are we together? So I've said that word. For you to become a person of value, you must build skills, in-demand skill, and be able to manufacture demand. You must think of your service beyond the money you are paid. You must be able to create transformation beyond information. You must produce insight from your information. When we say insight from information, we are not just saying I'm an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur that specializes in social time, dealing with a particular problem within a particular time for this category of people. Are we together? So you have put context to content. You must be able to put context to content. right? So you reshape what you are presently doing in a way. So everybody will talk in micro terms. But when, for instance, what I'm teaching you now, if I'm standing in the midst of executives, CEOs, my language will change. I'll be talking macroeconomic terms. I'll be talking like a leader. I'll be talking about soft skills. I will not be talking about strategies on tactics. I'll be talking in executive language, in the language that they can relate with, right? I'll bring social proofs that they can relate with. Are we together? So that's exactly how it works, right? So there's personal intelligence, which is human intelligence. There's market intelligence. Do you understand? Before you come to artificial intelligence, when you have personal intelligence, that it comes from your own discovery beyond display. A lot of people display without discovery, right? It comes from discovery, from a place of research, from a place of study, right? So you have originality and authenticity that gives you authority to be able to ask for what you desire. That's it. So you have human intelligence, market intelligence, because before artificial intelligence, that is what determines premium income. And if you look at it chronologically, it begins from mastery that determines the market, that determines the model, that gives meaning before money comes. So you have what? Mastery, market, model, meaning, and money. Are we together? Are you following me? So that's how you do what? You create what? Opportunity for yourself. How do you create opportunities? I live.
I think your sound is a bit down.
Are we together?
Yeah, you're
Can you hear
back.
me now?
Yes, you're back.
Good. So there are things that will not sell in your locality, but when you get into another environment, they begin to sell like wildfire. Why do you think people are relocating from Nigeria into other spaces? Why? Because they are in the environment where people appreciate their value. Are we together? Remember, I say in the now of work, people are remote work is not working from home. Oh. People are working from abroad. They are working for. They have already left the country. They are working from abroad. They're not working from home. They are working from abroad. They are on contract to their organization because of how relevant they are. So, how relevant are you to the right client? Determines the right amount that you can what attract. Becoming a money magnet is to constantly you have financial habits that make money stay with you. You have what? Financial habits that make money stay with you. There are lots of people that make money that don't keep the money they make. So you learn financial management before you start making money. I know people, let's take for instance, a simple financial mathematics. If you work somewhere, for you to know the value of your 1 hour, eh, if you work somewhere, they are paying you 300,000 and you work for 30 hours. That means your 1 hour is worth how much? 10,000 naira. So by the time you sit down and watch Netflix for 3 hours, that means you have burned down 30,000 naira. Are we together? You have burned down
Yeah.
30,000 naira. So that means on Saturday, if you are not able, if you work only Monday to Friday and you earn 300,000 naira working for 25 days, divide it, divide 300,000 by 25 days. On Saturday and Sunday, if you cannot make the money that you are making, there is no way you'll be living behind schedule. Your expenses will be pursuing your income. When your expenses are pursuing your income, already you are already bankrupt. So you need daily income. You have to sit down. How much do I need to be comfortable in a month? Now, how much offer would I make? To how many clients do I need? The intelligence of number. They call it numeracy skills, number skills, mathematics, or finance. Such that if I earn 1 million naira, right, and my expense per month is 750. If I work for a year, how much will I have saved? If I have good mathematics mathematicians here, they will tell you how much I've saved. My expense per month is 750. and I earn 1 million naira. Over a year, how much have I saved? How much have I saved? Anybody? Anybody? That's 250 savings per month times 12. Gives me how much? How much? 3 million. Am I correct? 3 million. Right? If you lose that job after 1 year, after that 1 year, how long can you survive maintaining the same lifestyle? How long can you survive? 3.5 months. 750. Divide 3 million by 750. That's only 4 months. Right? So after 4 months, you are in ground zero. Your life will be so miserable they won't remember that you were earning 750 before. Can you see that now? You are earning 1 million. You are seeing yourself as a big boy. But your expense pattern is 750 per month. If you do like that for 1 year, your average savings will be only 3 million. Why? 250 in 12 months is how much? 3 million. Isn't it? 250 in 4 months is 1 million. So in three installments of 4 months, which is 1 year, is how much? 3 million naira. If you maintain that lifestyle and you lose that job after 1 year, you can only survive for 4 months. Because 3 million divided by 750 is 4 months. After that 4 months, your life will be so miserable they won't remember you were earning 1 million before. Sure, you see the mathematics of finance. So it's not how much you earn, how much can you keep, how much can you grow, how fast can you scale. So you see, so there must be financial habits apart from you being in demand and able to manufacture demand. Do you have the financial habit that can sustain your wealth in the future? Right? So you see, we have covered the fact that moving from a reactive model to a proactive model. A reactive model is that you are waiting for opportunity. You will wait and tire. You are waiting for government to change. They will not change you. They will grow worse. You are the one that has to be proactive. That's why John Obidi is always saying that word: get your passport, go to school, graduate, live a life of options, that you are not dependent. Your choice is not powerful until your options are powerful. Your choice is as useless as your options. It is your option that determines the power of your choice. The moment you have two blind people to choose from, you are not better than the blind person. Are we together? So those are the things that you must know. How do I create them? How do I relate with people? What kind of circle do I belong? So I've told you, you have to create assets. You need high income economic what connections, right? You need market intelligence. So your assets could either be what? Internally generated resource, IGR. Government call it internally generated revenue. Your own is internally generated resource. So there is environment, there is environment. Environment is your personal resourcefulness. Environment is the field where your resourcefulness becomes a field of harvest. So environment, environment, and environment, they are two different platforms. So if I want to start creating video content now, I'll go and start from YouTube. That's a smart start. I start making money from the first video. I will not start, even Facebook is going to pay me. I'll go and start from YouTube. And then I'll start my podcast from YouTube. I'll make it both voice and video. I'll make it video, carry the voice to what? A podcast, carry the video to YouTube, and carry the same word. I change it, I move it. I'll use AI to move the voice to text. I move it to a blog. What have I done? I've multiplied my streams of income with one product. One particular, just one thing, like this particular thing, this particular session now, it will be on YouTube. Now it will go voice as a podcast somewhere, and then it will become what? It will become a blog post. Let's say that you do that consistently for 90 days. What do you think will happen? You become automatically visible. There's a guy called Dom Lee. He created podcast for 2,000 days straight. He created what? Podcast every day for 2,000 days straight. There was a guy that needed to do he snapped a photo that was going to enter into the Guinness Book of Record. He went to Nadio World and snapped 40,000 shots to be able to get 40 shots that will qualify him. He snapped how many shots? 40,000 shots. How resilient are you? How are you able to stay on what you are learning until you become a master? In the Chinese world, to become a master in Kung Fu, it takes 8 to 10 years. Majority of the billionaire companies that you know today made losses for more than 7 years before they started processing profit. Go and check Amazon. Go and check Apple. Go and check the big corporations that make billionaire, that post billionaire profits today. They didn't make profit for the first 7 years of their living. So how long are you ready to work without seeing result before you start to see result? I used to say to whatever you are doing now that people are not paying you for, it is the same thing that you will not have to do so much to earn so much later. Everything you are doing now that people are not paying you for, keep doing it. You will get to a level where you will not have to do so much to earn so much. Now somebody can call me tomorrow morning now and say, come and talk on this subject tomorrow. I don't need to read. I will just go and sit down there and do it. It has happened to me severally. The first time I went to teach something on emotional intelligence, I spent 3 days teaching that emotional intelligence course. I was paid only 40,000 naira. But the person that got the job got it in millions. But because I didn't have negotiation skills, it is one thing to have skills of the business. It is another thing to have skills for the business. It's a
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah.
There is skill of the business and there is skill for the business. There is what? Skill of the business. There is business of the skill. So when you know the business of the skill, then the skill of the business become a cash flow machine. Are we together? So if you
Yeah.
don't know how to sell your intelligence, it cannot bring you money. It cannot be a cash flow. If you don't know how to sell your passion, a lot of people say, I'll pursue my passion. My brother, you can be making passionate mistake. The passion that does not love your bills require you to go and learn what you don't like in order to be able to do what you love. Right? The passion that does not love your bills, it is telling you to go and learn what you don't like in order to do what you love. Right? So don't make a passionate mistake. Are we together? So
Yeah.
there are many things that I've said. Your networking is very important. Your mentorship is very important. You must be ready to take calculated risk, not just any kind of risk. Pay for a particular course. Learn one thing there. Add it to what you already know. Go out. Launch. See what the market will say. Don't doubt what you have. Right? Put it. Let the market validate the demand. A lot of people have things that can sell, but you have not. You are too afraid. I also suffered from procrastination and perfectionism. I like things to be perfect before I go out, but I saw that almost I will suffer. You'll be miserable. Whatever you have, take it to the market. Let the market give you what to adjust. Then go back to the market. Look for the people that can pay you. Look for the right clients. Don't dance before the blind. Do not dance before the blind. Dancing before the blind is talking to the wrong person. You are wasting your time. You are wasting what? Your time. So quite a number of things. So positioning matters, branding matters, mastery matters, understanding market matters, customer relationship, emotional intelligence, leadership and management. Every soft skill that you know matter. If you don't know how to solve problem, you cannot sell anything. Buy people's problem, sell them the solution. Buy people's problem, sell them the solution. The environment where you have, find the services that are rendered that are not rendered very well. Add a little value to it. They will pay you better than they are paying others. Are we together? They will pay you
Yep.
better than they are paying others. So it's important. Don't just have a growth mindset. It is not only successful people that are lucky. No, successful people are not just lucky. They have learned the skill that are in demand, have positioned themselves, and have situated themselves in circles that make them appear where their worth can be paid. Are we together? So I believe that I've shared quite a number of things. You should
Ooh.
avoid any form of habit that is going to mess up your financial confidence. Are we together? That will mess up your financial confidence. Right? So remember, I said that you must have financial habits that will multiply your income, not the one that will make your what? Income a mess. You can be earning so much and your life is not any better because you are reckless in your what? In your expenditure. So you need a lot of what? Management expense wisdom. Not just earning, but how much can you keep from what you earn? So these are the things that make you a money magnet. Money does not stay with fools. They say a fool and his money is soon parted. That's why you have the rich fool and they have the poor wise man, right? But there is the higher level, 21st century poor wise man that have everything that's supposed to make him rich, but he lives in penury. He lives with the rich, he lives in the abundance of resources, but his desire is too bankrupt to be able to approach wealth. You can't ask for what you deserve. Are we together? So don't be a 21st century poor wise man. You can be brilliant and bankrupt. It happened to me. I had to ask myself a question. One day I went to God and said, God, I'm brilliant, but I'm broke. What is the problem? Imagine that. And God was saying, what you are doing is not wrong. How you are doing it is the problem. He said, the labor of the foolish wearieth everyone because he does not know how to go to the city. God told me that what you are doing is not bad. How you are doing it is the problem. He said, you have learned enough. Begin to package what you have learned in a way that will attract people that you don't have to struggle to convince. Make your offers desirable before you even make them offer. Get sold out before you make an offer. You see some people before they say, I'm offering this particular thing, this is my next class, people have finished paying. You say, I have a space for 20 people, 50 people are waiting. You are sold out already. So you have batch one and you have batch two. And by the time you are doing batch two, you will not expend the kind of energy and stress like the first batch. So have trial version that will give you the ideal version. Offer something you want to sell for 250,000 naira, for 100,000 naira first. Let people pay 100,000 and be able to generate 500,000. The next time you move it to 250,000, people will be rushing you. You see it now. If you go to the movie industry today, many of times I use movie industry. I say I have 10 minutes, right? Yes. Movie industry today, you can have only 4 people in that video, but the video is 1 hour. They will use 3 buildings, but the storyline is what makes you to watch it. First of all, the title, then the storyline. It's not more than 4 actors. So you see, they have minimized cost, and they don't need to go to any studio. Your smartphone has radio station, has video station, has TV, has everything. So don't make your smartphone be smarter than you. And now they will now launch it on YouTube. They have already generated what? Subscribers. Imagine that you have 1 million subscribers and then you can produce one movie in 2 weeks. All you need to do is to look for a fantastic script writer, story writer. Pay the story writer, and the story writer will give you the script, sell the script to you. Are we together? You will get 4 different casts. You will pay them. They will act the film. You put it on YouTube. At the end of the month, you have covered all the money you spent. Imagine you have 1 million subscribers. You release a video, a 1 hour video, and within 4 hours, you have minimum of 10% people. Right? That's what statistics say. Statistics say minimum of what? 10% or 1% of 1 million. We watch it to finish. 1 to 10% will watch it to finish. You have 1 million subscribers. Right? That means 100,000 people will watch it to finish. How much does that translate to in dollars? If you go, I went to watch one of Whitney Houston's song at the Grammy. It had how many? about 164 million views over 10 years. She is dead though, but the royalty is still going. I read of a man who died and put, what do you call this stuff, core code on his gravestone. He put what, core code on his gravestone, right? His core code was on his gravestone. So when you get to the gravestone and you scan the core code, you see his product. You can buy his books. You can buy his product. So even while he is dead, they are still paying him from for his intellectual property. So create something that people will pay you beyond your life for. That's what I'm saying in essence. So I believe that I've been able to tell you tonight how to create your opportunity, become an opportunity fit person. Not when they recommend you, you go and fall the person's hand. Be an opportunity fit person. I can recommend yourself to anywhere and say go and do it because I know you will not fall my hand. Be an opportunity fit person. Are we together? Make sure that what you have practiced to the point of mastery. Be able to commit yourself that your consistency creates credibility and reliability for you. Make sure you are oversubscribed. You are either undersubscribed, balanced, or oversubscribed. When you have more people demanding for what you can produce. For instance, I cannot take more than 10 people in a coaching for a month. I cannot take more than 10 people. I've checked my time. If I want to live the life that I want, see, have time for my family, do whatever I want, like that. Just 10 people. Imagine if I have 10 people every month, you understand? I can bring in 10 people or 5 people every month. Your coaching is $3,000, $5,000. How much is that? $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in a month. And then they are now saying Gary is expensive. Fuel is 2,000 naira. It's not your business. It's not your business because you can afford it. So if you have questions, shoot.
Thank
Right?
you so
So
much, sir.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Talking about, there's a particular movie I saw one time. I think one was Nigerian and the other one was Hollywood. They acted this movie in just a room for over an hour.
Oh.
I think for over an hour. I think if you check it, there's a movie online. I don't know what platform, but Exam. Like it was just over an hour,
Uh-huh.
and it was just the movie was just strictly strategy, and for over an hour they were just in a room, and what I could imagine was the money they've made from
Oh.
just few people and being overly creative, right? And I think that a lot of people, if we can pay attention to knowing that okay, I don't have this, but through creativity I can unlock this level of wealth for myself, creativity and
Yeah.
whatever, it will really help a lot of people. So today you've talked about clarity, you've talked about commitment, you've talked about system, having good systems, and there's something you talked about that a lot of people don't really pay attention to: desire. I think that if we can learn a lot about having a desire, people don't have the desire for the kind of things they want. They'll have this, it will happen, but having a desire, it
Yeah.
stirs up the spirit of pursuit. Because when you know
Yeah.
what you want, it would it would affect your mindset, it would affect the way you want to chase this thing. And it doesn't matter the result you get, because of the kind of desire you want to go for more. So you have this
Yeah.
for this month, next month you want to say, I want more. So a lot of people, you need to, I think the word we use right now is ambition. Yeah. But we need to learn how to have a desire. And like Mr. Jonas have talked about today, mastery. I think a lot of people just know what they know at a particular level, but only few humans are able to really have and become masters of what they are doing, right? And it's just been amazing. Thank you so much, sir, for thank you so much, sir, for the session. Okay, this guy's asking about one movie. I think the name of the movie, just check Exam. I think the name of the movie is either Exam or The Exam. Just check it out on YouTube or any platform. You should likely see it. So if you have questions, please, I'd like to take just one question. Our time is up. If we can take just one question, yes. If we can take just one question, the desired triggers pursuit. Amazing. Please, if you have questions, just one question, and we have to go. Our time is up. Initially, we're supposed to spend just an hour here. Our time is up. So if you have question, just one question, and I will let our guests go for today. Thank you so much, Kachi. I see you in the building. Thank you so much, Kachi, for being here. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. So if you have questions, just one question quickly. I'll take just one question. I don't know who's going to be the first person, but just one question. Just one question. So if there's no question, I'll ask this question, sir. You talked about a lot about consistency. So my question is, how can we let people know when consistency is now failing? You've been consistent on doing something for a while, but right now, how do you know when you're done? How do you know when you should be done with that? How do you know when um, you need to start something different? Yeah. So yeah, there will be someone's asking here. Yeah, there'll be replay, please. There'll be replay, please. So
Yes. Okay. Now, when does consistency becomes a failure? Right? Consistency rarely fails. Right? For as long as you are consistent over a particular thing, what happens is that you become a master, except that particular niche or that particular skill becomes obsolete to the industry or becomes irrelevant to human existence. That is when your consistency has failed. Right? Now, whatever you are working on that has not worked has also worked on you. Whatever you are working on over the years that has not worked, it didn't produce result, but I want you to know that it has worked on you. If you are consistent in posting one particular post per day, right? And you are seeing that my followers are not growing. But one thing that has happened to you is that you have developed the habit of showing up for once in a day. And that means that you have the capacity to produce one video per day. You can transfer that consistency, that habit, into another area and get results. So consistency never fails until what you are consistent on becomes obsolete and becomes irrelevant to human existence. One thing I learned from Jim Rohn was this. He said two things that will never go out of fashion: life and people. Whatever you learn about life, whatever you learn about people will never go out of fashion. So I invested myself in learning about life and learning about people. Anything that has to do with life, living a good life, maintaining a good life, like that. So you see, so how do you become consistent? Choose the right environment, choose a particular time, choose a particular place, and then choose exactly what you want to do. Make it aligned to a particular goal. Attach emotions to that particular goal. For instance, why do you want to make money? Ask yourself this question five, six, seven, eight, minimum 8 times. Why do I want to make money? Oh, I want to make money so that I can meet my needs. Why do you want to meet your needs? I want to meet my needs so that I can be comfortable. Why do you want to be comfortable? I want to be comfortable because I don't want stress. No, why is it that you don't want stress? Why don't you want stress? I don't want stress because I want to live a happy and free life. Why do you want to live a happy and free life? You say I want to live a happy and free life because that's the only way my life can be long. Why do you want to live a long life? I want to live a long life because that is what God promised for me. So you can see I will get to the fact that the reason why I am consistent is because God promised me long life and I want to live that long life. And if I want to live that long life, then I must be happy. If I want to be happy, then I must be comfortable. If I want to be comfortable, then I must be free. If I want to be free, then I must make enough money. Because the moment you are poor, my brother, poverty has a multiplier effect. It will affect many other things in your life. That's the sincere truth. It is a tragedy to be poor, honestly speaking. You don't want to experience what poverty does to people. It can cripple you, cripple your mind, cripple your generation, cripple your legacy. That is it. That is sincere truth. So, and that's why you see your model is very important. A lot of people, If you know the funnel I like is when you turn the funnel upside down. When you turn the funnel upside down, what happens? It can only take a few people. Are we together? Right? It can take only a few people, but those few people give you everything that you want. But when you have the open funnel means it can collect a lot of people that give you only small. Only small. Imagine me launching a 1,000 naira program and I have 1,000 people. You know the amount of stress attached to that. Now imagine that I have only 10 people that pay me $1,000. What is that? Can you see the difference? Only 10 people, but I make $10,000 per one. You understand? $10,000. $1,000 for 10 people, I make $10,000. Then I have 1,000 people that are paying me 1,000 naira. The headache from the 1,000 people set is enough. But you can live your life with 10 people. You will have time for them, they will have time for you. You will still live your life. You will give them the best of you. That's what I'm saying. The funnel is turned what? Upside down. While some people are looking at the funnel like this, I am looking at the funnel this way. That's cash flow. You understand? Wisdom makes the big money that you make have impact when you narrow your expenses. You have big source of income and narrowed expenses. Your retainership, what you retain, is higher. Right? If you open the tap to a basket and you open the tap to a bucket, no matter how fast the tap is running, the basket will never be full, but the bucket will be full. So you can see, you see consistency. The consistency goes into a bucket. Can you saw? And you see the consistency go into a basket. So you see the consistency that is going into the basket is useless, but the consistency that is going into the bucket is what? Useful, overflowing. So the question is, are you a basket or a bucket? Is what you are doing a basket or a bucket? Are we together? So motivation is not enough. At a point, discipline can defeat you. But when it takes consistency, if you have consistency as a goal, you will be intentionally disciplined. Are we together? You cannot be consistent without discipline. And you cannot be disciplined without a dream. Are we together? You get it? So that's exactly how it works. So consistency never fails. There's something called the J curve. The J curve, if you write letter J, right? Your name is Joseph, write letter J. In the beginning of the curve, what happens? You will see that it's going down. You'll be walking and nobody's seeing you. It's like planting a seed, it goes under the ground. The fact that it is buried under the ground does not mean it is not growing. Then what happens after that J? Look, the J is like this. When you plant the J, cross that place, you see, for a long time, it's under the ground. You see, there's a semicircle that is formed. Then immediately it shoots out. What happens? It begins to grow. It is like what? The Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree, for the first 5 years, you will not see anything. But after 5 years, the next what? 5 to 15 weeks, it grows 90 feet. Now you ask me, is it the 5 to 15 weeks that made it 90 feet? No. It is what? 5 years and plus the 5 to 15 weeks that made 90 feet. Are we together? So that you blow today is not what you did today that made you blow. It is the accumulation of everything that you have been learning that brought you to the wisdom of implementing what you did today that made you blow. So growth is a function of accumulation. That's what they call the compound effect. There is the domino effect, there is the compound effect. Domino effect is consistency. As you keep doing this, something keeps happening. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. And the way you develop mastery is that you develop mastery to be able to conquer giants. Domino effect, small bars will be bringing down big bars. Are we together? Like David was in the wilderness using his catapult to kill birds. He now used the catapult to kill a giant. The same catapult he has been using to kill useless birds. in the wilderness. It's what he used to bring down a giant that gave him kingship.
Useless bird.
Can you see what consistency is? Can you see now? He was using it to keep birds. Bird, you just shoot for fun. But it is that same consistency that gave him the accuracy to locate the forehead of the giant that made him history. So that's how consistency works. If you are consistent over anything, that thing that you are consistent over may not give you result, but the consistency becomes a habit that you can trade for something else. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. You did justice to it. Thank you so much, sir, for being here today. Thank you for.
Have I answered your question?
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Absolutely, you did justice to the question.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Julius is on Facebook and on Instagram. He's on Facebook and on Instagram. So if you want to follow him, Julius Afolabi Julius Olatunde on Facebook and Julius Afolabi on Instagram. So if you would like to follow him there, you can quickly just check him out on Facebook as Afolabi Julius Olatunde and Julius Afolabi on Instagram. So thank you so much, guys, for being here today. My name is Joseph Etim. You can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook as Joseph Etim. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure we had a fantastic time. Thanks so much, the Design Onions. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for leaving comment and letting us know how much you've enjoyed this session. Yeah, the replay is going to be here on YouTube, so you can always come back and enjoy the YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kachi. I can see you here. He's a legend, so you are the boss. Amazing. Thank you so much, Kachi, for being here. So, for some of you that have not been following Mr. Julius, right? One of the things you want to quickly do now is make sure you follow him on Facebook and on Instagram. Some of his content are things that normally you can't just think about it, but he's always sharing out deep content on social media that would help change your mind, that will help change the face of your business, that will help you with a strategy that you need to improve, right? And one of the things that he didn't talk about, I think he talked about it when he was sharing, for you to be consistent, one of the things you need is a strategy. Yeah. But then how do you know the strategy to use if you don't know the kind of people that you need to follow? Right. So one of the people that you need to follow for you to be able to learn the kind of strategy that you need for your life, for your business growth, for your career is Mr. Julius Afolabi. So one of the things you want to quickly do now, probably when you're watching the replay, for those of you watching the replay, you want to quickly, first of all, go check him out on Facebook, follow him on Facebook and on Instagram. Send him a request, send him a Facebook message, letting him know how much this was of value to you, right? So if you've learned so much, one of the things you want to do is to send this link to a friend to come back and see the replay. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe to our just check the red button on your left, where if you're using your laptop or your phone, and you can subscribe to the channel so you can pay attention and follow us for update whenever we have our session. The next session for Sunday is going to be fantastic. I promise you guys. Next Sunday is going to be fantastic. Same time, 8 p.m. Same time, 8 p.m. We want to do this for over a month. So let's see how it goes. Right. For next month, for Sunday, I'm going to be bringing somebody that you guys are going to be, blown away, and it's going to be a fantastic session. So I hope that you don't get to miss it. So if you have questions, you can always reach out to Mr. Julius Afolabi on Facebook or Instagram, and I'm sure he will give you audience. Check out his Instagram, check any of his products, click on the link on his bio on Instagram, and you can always just get any of his books. When I was sharing his bio, I talked about him being an author. He has written several books that will change the face of your business, several books that will change the face of your business. And one of the things you want to do is just go purchase as many books as you want, read the book and give him feedback and start enjoying success. So opportunities and today was simply opportunity and money magnets. And I'm sure we did justice to it. How many of you enjoyed this session? Please let me know. Opportunities and money magnet, how to create your own opportunities and become a money magnet. I hope we delivered on our promise. So until we come your way again, obviously my name is Joseph Etim. I'm the founder of Young People Connect Africa, and it's been my pleasure hosting you guys today. So I'm going to see you guys next week. I'm going to see you guys next week. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing this evening with us. The replay is going to be on our YouTube platform, Joseph Etim. You can check it out and have a fantastic time. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, and do have a wonderful evening. 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 See you guys. See you